and standing with such great boldness and proclaiming themselves to be the children of the Most High, even though we've set up all these stumbling blocks for them. The reason why is because it's all through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that this is happening, which goes back to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, which is what I opened with, about the valley of the dry bones. And when Ezekiel prophesied unto those bones came together, and the sinews came upon them, and they stood upon their feet, exceeding great army. And Esau is seeing that now, which is why he's scared, which is why he's getting desperate, which is why France, Israel, USA, Philippines, all these countries now crawling out the woodwork saying we have to mandate that people have to take the stab and jab, otherwise or else. Well, you can take your otherwise or else and stick it where the sun don't shine, because we don't give a shit, Esau. We don't give a shit. We done lost everything, man. All we've got left is this truth. You want to come in?
Yeah, and just adding to what the brother was saying, definitely. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people that you was talking about, man, that you know, sold out and got their little you know, goods from the society that Esau is giving them because they sold out, what have you. See, these people, they're gonna have more to lose, you know, and so much more. Excuse me, they're gonna have so much to lose and nothing to gain, and that's why they're gonna be obviously, you know, taking the orders which is given from on high, which is what they've always been doing. I mean, we could talk about the people that work for these different corporate companies like Fox News, CNN, all of these major corporations, these news companies. These people, they're playing ball because they've given something up. They've probably sold their soul to a certain degree, because there's different levels to everything. And the people that's corresponding with the lies and just this world in general, the spirit of this world, they've given something to this world. They've sacrificed something to this world to gain something of the world. You know, so they're going to be the ones pretty much making the right decision from their perspective in terms of taking the vector, as I call it. You know what I'm saying? But the men of the Lord, which we have nothing to lose and so much more to gain, we're not going to fall for this stuff. You know, we're quite comfortable of making the wrong decision, which is really the right decision, which is to go along with the troubles, the drama. Because doesn't it say in the book of Acts 14 that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom? See, the thing about it is that, you know, to us, I mean, there's different levels of faith, of brethren that have, you know, excuse me, what I meant to say is different levels of faith among the brethren. And there's certain brothers where we just don't really care. You know, do what you got to do, Esau. You're doing the best job that we've already expected of you anyway. And everything's falling right perfectly in line. So just keep doing you. Just keep pushing the max. Keep doing your thing. Keep pressuring us. Because we know the more you keep pressuring us, the more excited we're going to be. Because we know closer and closer we're guaranteed to get into our salvation, and as well as we're going to be transferred into the kingdom. So just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing.
Yep.
You know?
Water for ducks back.
Yeah.
I got one.
Go on, brother.
Hosea 1:10 says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living of Yahweh thy power."
Yeah. And I mean, we once were in the world. We have the power that we served in the world, and but we no longer serve that power anymore. We don't longer serve the powers that be in totality. I mean, we'll follow their laws. We'll, you know, because we can't, you know, go out there and be adverse to their laws and their statutes. Otherwise, we'll be criminals. So we'll have to just be, you know, decent citizens of society. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to taking the max or the MOTB, we're not gonna go that far with you, Esau. We're not gonna do it. You understand? Like, well, the rest of these people, because they got so much to lose, they'll do it for you. But we're not gonna do it for you because we're on a mission, and we're not on a mission to serve you. We wouldn't put on this earth to serve you, Esau. We were put on this earth to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
And yes, we did serve you for a particular point in time. But now is the time for us to be transitioned to serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Some of us were transitioned 5 years ago. Some of us transitioned 10, 12 years ago to the Lord. And that's where we're at right now. And that's where we're going to stay. We're not going anywhere. You know, and the thing about it is that these devils, they're doing too much because they're hoping and willing that they can offset prophecy. But it's already been written who's going to win and who's going to lose. You understand? It was already written that we was going to lose and serve punishment. That's what we're doing right now. And so same likewise to you. It is written that you're going to lose and you're going to be punished. But the difference is we're going to come out of punishment. You're going to remain in punishment until you're destroyed, pursuant to Obadiah 1 and 18.
Can't.
Okay? That's the difference. Go on, brother. You got something.
No, I was going to say, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, for I have sinned against him.
Yeah.
That's the mindset we've got. We know we've fucked up. Now we've come back to our right mind and we're in that repentant spirit.
Yeah.
It's like the cat's out of the bag. You can't, what did they say? No point crying over spilt milk. We're out of the bottle. You can't put us back in the box.
Can't.
You know, you can't come with your stupid, like I said, the celebrities trying to woo us back to sleep. You had the bottle to our neck for too long. You had us drunk for a time. Now we're sober. You can't make us drunk again with your folly. That's what I had to say.
No, that's cool, because I mean, it's like, you know, we've already been conditioned to think a certain way, and that's after the way of the Most High and His Son. So I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, Esau. You can't warp the minds of the elect, as it is written. If it were possible to deceive the elect, but it's not possible to deceive the elect with all of your wonders and all of your sorcery and your witchcraft to woo the elect. It's not going to work. Now you can woo the rest of these individuals out here, these people, because they're under the guise of you anyway. They're under the guise of the spiritual demon saint who you worship any doggone way. So you can woo them, but you can't woo us, because we're no longer under this realm that you got the people in. See, these people, see, this is how the mind works, right? See, we're here on the same planet, but everybody is in their own personal realm. So we've pretty much went from this realm, the realm of the same realm that everybody else is in, and we jumped into the realm of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So whatever you guys are talking about, we don't really see that. Now we witness it in the reality, but we're not really feeling or seeing it like that. You understand? Because we're in a totally different realm, and we're in the realm of the angels and Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So whatever they're telling us, these entities are telling us, that's what we're gonna go with. Whatever the word of the Lord is going to tell us, that's what we're going with. We're not going with what the world is saying, because we're not in that realm. And all of your sorcery and your witchcraft is not going to work, because it ain't affecting us. We're not in that realm to be affected. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
If I may add to that, that's a great point, because it's like, if you think about frequencies, we are operating at a higher frequency now. You try to keep us at that low level frequency with the carnal shit, putting the booty shaking women on the rap videos and all this kind of rubbish in our faces. But now we're operating on a higher frequency. That low level shit don't work.
Ain't working.
It don't work, man.
It ain't playing. You can't play that. You can't work that witchcraft on us. All right. So if you can, brother, give me the book of man. Let me see something real quick. We can get so much scriptures on the. Cause see what we're going with. We're going with what the Lord has already put before us and our reward books. That's what I meant to say. We're going with the reward of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. We're not going with your little measly, small, temporal reward that you're going to give these people if they take the thing. We're not going with that. We're going with the kingdom. And according to the word of God, the Bible, we have a reward, and we have an eternal reward, a great reward. And we have so much to gain. So we're going for that instead. We don't care about what Esau's got to give us. Esau can say, yo, I know that you niggas is worth more than the average Negro, so I'll probably give you some money, and on top of that I give you a house, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But you gotta stop teaching though. You gotta put that aside and get the MOTB. Hey, like the brother said, you can shove that up your ass. So you don't want that shit. Yahweh Shai said, what would happen if you forsake all things? If you can, brother, get me that.
What should we get for following me?
Yeah, please get me that. That's in the book of I believe it's Luke 19, if I'm correct.
I'll just look for it.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we're not concerned about what Esau's pushing. We don't care about his rewards. We don't care about what he has to give to us. Everything that Esau has given has not been enough, and it's been destructive to us. Okay.
Right. This is
It's been to our destruction. Pretty much. So I mean, we're not concerned with that, man.
Right. This is Matthew 19:27.
Matthew's 19.
Yeah. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So that's the reward of the disciples, the 12, which the 12 got to be here in the reincarnation doing the same thing that they were doing back then. The only difference is that Yahweh Shai is no longer in the flesh, but he's here in the spirit. So they're going to be going along with the book in totality to the very end of their life. And they're going to give up these things that they have in the world. The little that they have in the world, they're going to have to give up. And their life they're going to give up. And their reward is going to be what? Sitting on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, which is a severely lofty position to have. All right? And then Yahweh Shai goes forward to say something else.
Yeah, verse 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
That's the reward. So if you forsaken houses, we're going to have that 100-fold. So that means we'll be able to have as much houses around the world we want. Plus, we're going to be able to do that anyway, because we're going to be the aristocracy of the kingdom. So we'll be able to have everything we want. And we're going to have slaves, servants too, doing our work. And I'm not just talking about some imaginary people. If you can't turn that around, brother, I'm talking about these people right here. The people that you walk past, the people that you work with, the people that get on your fucking nerves at the job.
That's right.
These motherfuckers, they're going to be pretty much serving you. You're going to be telling them what to do, including your boss. All right? That's the Edomites. That's the people of Asher, the people of Elam. Hey, you know the score. You can see it. Okay, the brother's showing you right now. All of these people are going to be servants unto us.
That's right.
And they're going to be building our kingdom. And we're going to witness and experience the first brick being laid to the abundance of bricks being laid so that they can build up our ship. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for no reparations, no bullshit-ass reparations. We're not looking for, like I said, we're not looking for the rewards of Edom. We're looking for biblical portions of the blessings, man. We're looking for the Lord's blessings. And the word blessing, like Tahar went into, right, it means to bow. So that's what we want, man.
Oh yeah.
We want to rule the next kingdom. We're not concerned about this bullshit world. Anyway, so let's read this, man.
Back in what I was just reading.
Yeah.
Can't read it again. So
and this world was for the so-called white man anyway. So what do we got to do with this world?
Can't.
The only part that we played in this world is being their servants. So what we're looking for is the transition into being rulers. And even if let's just say as it says in the book of 2nd Ezra 16, as it reads, right? It says, if you can, brother, give me 2nd Ezra 16, verse 72.
Can't.
As it says, they that consent unto them will be had in derision. So if we even consent to them and we do everything by the book, we're going to lose anyway. We're going to lose if we disobey him. We're going to lose if we consent unto him. So the best thing for us to do is to do the right thing, which is to serve Yahweh Shemiah Shai, and just totally ignore this devil's order in terms of administering the vector. And then as time progresses, he's going to pretty much bring in the mark of the beast. And that's going to be made mandatory. So we're going to shun all of that. Go on, brother. Let's read this.
2nd Ezra 16, verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods,
right,
and cast them out of their houses. Is that what you want?
No. You could read verse 69.
All right. So, verse 69. And they that consent unto them.
Right there, yep.
All right. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and shall be trodden underfoot.
Yeah. Because either way, you know, you're going to be afflicted if you don't go by the rules and the orders of the system or Yahweh Shemiah Shai.
Right.
But I'd rather suffer. I'd rather suffer under the hands of Esau, because I didn't go under their commands and serving Yahweh Shemiah Shai and getting it to the kingdom. I'd rather go through that instead. As it is written in the book of Matthew, it says, "Fear not the one that can kill the body just, but fear the one that can kill the body and the soul." Plus, the Most High is a terrible power. His name was also known as the Al-Shaja, which means terrible, like demon-like power. Because this power can do all kind of things to you, man. Like, the Most High can have it to where you could commit suicide and your body just looks pretty much decrepit, just contorted and destroyed, and you still have to live in that body. The Most High could do anything he wants to you. The Most High could have it to where you could be pretty much brought back on the earth and severely cursed, man.
Right, yeah.
Beyond comprehension. And you got to walk around and having these people look at you a certain way, man.
If I may, that's a great point. It's like to interject, but I saw a video of a guy who tried to shoot himself with a gun in the head. He ended up living and his face was all fucked up, man.
See? And he has to live with that for his entire life. For the rest of his life, he has to live with that shit. So the Most High is nothing to be messed with, man. And not only that, the Most High can get you anytime possible, any kind of way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You could get run over by a car. You know, like shit.
The ultimate hitman.
Yeah. You could get hit by a van and washes your head.
Yeah.
All kinds of ways the Most High can get you.
Yeah, I saw a brother sends me these videos, right? You know, they're very dramatic, but
Judgment videos.
yeah, very dramatic. So anyway, this one is, there's a lot of them, and there's one where he sees a witch doctor. A guy sees a witch doctor in one of the islands, and the witch doctor is putting like flames over his head, blowing like whatever is petrol, and he's making flames go around the guy. But what happened? He went wrong. The guy blew the flame on him through his mouth, and the flame stayed on there. And he went to put the flame out, and the bottle of the fluid, whatever it was, inflammable fluid, he went like that, and it all spilled out on the guy's head. And his head burst into flames. The camera had to cut away, and you just hear. Ah! I watched it. Right? I never used to like things like that, but I watched it a couple of times, man. The most I was trying to make me get tough, you know.
That's a good point. It's like I like to watch those judgment videos too. So.
How you doing? We're the Israelites.
It's for what?
Are you familiar with the Hebrew Israelites?
No.
Okay, well, we're all over the world, and what we go into is Bible prophecy and what have you. That's what this is about.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah. Take care.
What was you saying? Yeah, judgment videos, it's good to watch them because it puts you in the mindset that, like the elder said, Yahweh can get you any time, man, when you least expect it. It's like Final Destination, when you least expect it.
Yeah.
But I have a precept, if I may.
Go on.
Because you said we don't want the things that Esau can offer us. Something that we want is Esau to be destroyed and taken out of power.
Absolutely. That's what we want.
Exactly. He can't. Any kind of thing he gives us to try and pacify us, we still want to see this man go down. This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah.
So in this land, we can't have joy of our children, because as I said before, your children are being brainwashed and forced into being Edomized from the minute they come on this earth. So you can't have joy of your children here.
Right.
So you want to see that. So in order to see that Esau has to go down, that's why we're going to be happy to see the fall of our enemy.
Yeah.
And Esau can't offer us those things.
Come on.
Back to you, Slacky.
And that's the point. Because as long as this man is ruling, we'll never be blessed. We'll never be on that level we want to be on. And we'll always continue to be oppressed. So we're looking for the downfall of this civilization. We're looking for the downfall of the horn, and as well as the, that red dragon, which would be loose in his little season. That's what we're looking for. We're not concerned about this society. Now, what I'm saying is, there's not good words to say to the powers that be. But I don't really give a shit. Because they know to themselves that they're going down. Eventually, they would have to know. But at the same time, there's another part of them that doesn't want to see that.
Doesn't want to go, yeah.
Go on, brother. Yeah, read that.
Malachi 3:5 says, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, against false swearers.
And that's who occupies the system in totality, is the sorcerers and the witches. And all of these liars that conspire together in secret in these different councils. That's who controls the system. So we know that this society is not conducive for the men of God. It's not conducive for us because our Bible tells us something else. Not to deal with anyone that deals with familiar spirits, but rather put them to death. So we're not supposed to go along with this system anyway. We're supposed to shun this society in totality. And I'm talking about when the time is correct, when they say, yo, you gotta take the thing, or you gotta take the mark. We're supposed to just cold cut off the society from there and lose everything and expect the great rewards which Yahweh Shai told the disciples and the other brethren. Okay? So let's continue reading that, brother.
Swearers, and against those that oppress the alien with his wages, and the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, saith Yahweh of thy house.
And that's a beautiful scripture, because think about it, like if you're a Jake that sells your soul to get the rewards of this world, who are you going to be standing side by side with? there's no middle ground to it. You're going to be either standing by side with your people, right? Or, and I'm talking about if you didn't sell out, you're going to be standing side by your people, right? And then if you sell out if you sell your soul to these devils, you're going to have to pretty much stand on their side. And then while you're standing on their side, you got to oppress your own people. And as well as go with the lies that they're pushing out there. Okay? And you're going to go with it because they've given you your rewards. They've given you your treasures of this life. So, I mean, if you've been making millions and millions of dollars for, let's just say, 20 years of your life, and now you live in a mansion that's like 30 to 40 million, okay? And plus you have, other, businesses out there that support you financially. You have multiple streams of income because you bumped heads with the right people, and you did what was right for the right people to get you where you at. You're going to continue to be rolling on that. You're going to continue to be going on that bandwagon. You're not going to just flip the script. You're going to continue to do it. You're told, because you have so much to lose. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. And that's why these dudes are doing what they're doing. Like Jay-Z and these cats. You think they're just going to flip the script and say, man, we're the Israelites? He ain't going to do that because he's going to lose everything.
He's invested too much in this system.
Yeah, and he's been living rich for what, 20, going on what, almost 30 years?
Yeah.
So you think a nigga like that is going to give up everything and flip the script? Fuck that. Go on, brother.
Got a quick precept. Joshua 24, verse 15, because you said everybody's going to have to make a choice, right? This is what it's coming down to. Joshua 24:15. Still like it, 14. Now therefore fear Yahweh and serve him with sincerity in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood in Egypt, and serve ye Yahweh.
Yeah.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose ye this day whom you will serve.
There you go.
Whether it be the gods that your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and mine house, we will serve Yahweh.
And that's a beautiful scripture. So in this house, which is nothing more than the house of David itself, we're going to serve Yahweh while Yahweh shine. That's what we're going to continue to do. We're not going to serve this world. We're not going to serve the people of this world because of what they tell us to do. And if you do it, we could put you in prison, or we could put you in jail, put you in a concentration camp, or put you to death. So be it, because we have a reward, man. And like I said, we were not brought on this earth to serve Esau perpetually, but for a moment and transition to serve Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So we become new creatures. We become new vessels. Okay? Yeah, we're in the same bodies, but we become new vessels to do something different, and we're meant to serve the Lord. So the best thing that Esau really could do for it is get rid of us. That's the best thing. That's their best option. That's what I wanted to say, the term option. That's their best option. The best option is just to get rid of us in totality, put us to death.
Precept.
Go on, brother, because you can't like, for example, Esau got these education centers set up, right, for that particular point in time. So they're gonna put you in there and think to re-educate you. There's no re-education. We've been educated already. Or let me use another word. You can't recondition us to think the way you want to think.
Can't.
Go on, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 from verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and it's as an error that proceeded from the ruler. Yeah. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in no place.
And Esau represents the folly, like as it says in the Apocrypha. It says that the wisdom of wickedness is no wisdom. So if it's no wisdom, then it makes it folly. So all that pretty much